Good morning, everyone. My name is Anka Metcalf, and today I will be sharing with you how you can possibly make $500 a day average with a $5,000 account, and I have here the proof to show you by only day trading futures. But before that, I want to thank Investor Inspiration for inviting me to present at the Wealth Mastermind Online Trading Conference. Before we begin, let me share with you the legal risk disclaimer. So basically, all the information from today's webinar provided by Trade Out Loud is for educational purpose only. It should not be construed as investment advice regarding the purchase or sale of securities, options, futures, forex, or any instrument of any kind. A little bit about myself. I'm a professional independent trader that is focused on equities, futures, and forex for the last 14 years. Prior to becoming an independent professional trader, I have a 10-plus year investment banking experience. I'm the CEO and founder of TradeOutLoud.com, which is a trading education company that is focused on educating individuals how to day trade and swing trade and actively invest the equities, futures, and forex markets. I'm the designer of an institutional proprietary trading system that is based on price support resistance, specific trigger times, specific price zones, chart synchronicity, a strict set of trading rules, and a 10-point scoring system that truly enables me and my traders to identify trades with ease. So why am I the designer of this institutional proprietary system? I didn't invent it. I just customized it for the retail trader. I took it out of the institutional background and I formed it so that the retail trader can trade with it and have the same results. If you want to stay in touch with me, this is my email, info@tradeoutloud.com. Follow us on Twitter or Facebook. We have a lot of videos on our YouTube channel and some articles that I have been featured in our LinkedIn page. So how many of you in here, okay, so I'm starting to, okay, I was just looking to see where I can see all the questions. All right. I want to make sure that everybody answers these questions. There are a lot of people in here, and I want to make sure that I see a lot of yeses, a lot of nos. All right, so how many of you in here just dread getting up in the morning and going to work? Type a 1 if you literally hate that. Okay, you got to go to work. You hear that alarm go off, and you literally hate going to work. You know, I was one of the people that loved to go to work because I truly loved what I was doing. But there are a lot of people that are stuck in a dead-end job. They hate their job and they want to make the switch. They want to do something that is different, something that you can literally alleviate all the commute. Because what I was literally hating is the commute. My commute time was about an hour and a half to go to work and an hour and a half to get back to work. So that was, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I could see a lot of ones. I hated that. Even though I loved what I was doing at work, I just dreamed this night, okay, when is that day going to come when I'm going to be doing exactly what I want to do, what I love to do, and I was doing the same thing at work. But what if I was doing the same thing applying it to my own account at home and I don't have to leave the home? Because other than that, it was a 3-hour commute. And now the other thing, how many of you in here just dread Mondays? Dread Mondays. I know I have a lot of family members that say, oh, tomorrow's Monday, I got to go back to work. Back to the rat race, right? Back to the rat race. But guess what? You have to love Mondays. If you are a trader, or if you have been a little bit familiarized with the trading environment and with the trading hours, you would find that not only you would wait for Mondays, but you could not wait until Sunday evening. Sunday evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Time is when these markets open. And that's when the adrenaline rush starts. So you have to think, what are your favorite things in life? And how do you get there? But in order to get there, you have to know exactly what your game plan is, whether you want a vacation home, whether you want to spend more time with your family, or whether you want to go on an exclusive vacation, a fantastic vacation that you have been dreamed about all this time. How are you going to get there? Or whether it is just paying off your debt. I know that is a big issue with a lot of people, paying your debt and then being debt free. You can literally get there by trading. You can trade your way to everything that you want in life. And we're going to talk about education, which is key. And prior to me presenting here, you've heard you need the education. There was Joe that was emphasizing, if you want to succeed in trading, you need the education. You need to follow someone that knows what they're doing. If one person is successful in trading, but in trading, not just educating, okay? If one person shows you the proven results, that is the way to go. That is the way to go. So you can literally approach it as a full-time for income. And literally, if I tell you this, I only trade the first 2 hours in the morning. That's it. The first 2 hours. I day trade just the first 2 hours. Or whether you want to supplement your income, and then you are a part-time trader. Okay, you are a part-time trader. If you have a full-time job, if you want to apply it to the futures market, and I'm going to be sharing with you today some of the advantages of trading futures versus any instrument that is out there. You can literally come in front of the computer at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Time, whether you're living in Europe and you want to trade the London Open at 3 a.m. Eastern Time. So this market is open close to 24 hours a day, close to 24 hours a day. So why do people lose money in trading? And I get so many emails. I'm going to share some of them with you today. So why is it that people lose money in trading? Well, first of all, the lack of education, the lack of training. They come in the market and they have no training. None whatsoever. And sooner or later, they're going to lose their accounts. They have no experience. So even if you have the education, you need to have the experience. A lot of companies out there teach you how to trade. They sell DVDs. They sell everything, online courses. But guess what? If you have a question, good luck getting to that, reaching that trader. A lot of these companies don't even have a phone number on their website or don't even have an email on their website, and all you have is a little box because they're in the business of selling CDs and DVDs and online education. That's their whole model. They're not into educating the individual how to trade. They give a method. Well, all in all, methods are pretty much similar, right? But they don't, so they teach you how to fish and they love to share that with you. Oh, I'm going to teach you how to fish and then you can go out there and fish anything you want. No, it doesn't work like that. You got to teach the trader how to trade and you have to trade with them. With them. You got to show what you're trading, when you're getting in, when you're getting out in real time. In real time, not after the fact. Not shoulda, coulda, woulda. Oh, you could have gotten here, and this would have been your stop, and this would have been your target. You would have made $5,000. It doesn't work that way. All right. And then the other thing is no personal support. No personal support. So if you have a question, if you have a setup, and if you're not sure about it, good luck asking those DVD guys. Guys, if you're at the point of losing money in the market, you can make money in the market. If you lose money in the market, you can make money in the market. There's always someone at the other side, at the other end. Because you get stopped out, it means that I bought from you at that point, right? So being on the right side of the trade is the most important thing. And have the knowledge to be on the right side. Like I said, the education and the experience. Here's my agenda for today. Why trade futures? We're going to talk a little bit about the account size, the advantage of the buying power in futures, charts, and my personal trading universe, scanning for the right trade and how you scan for the right trade, tax advantages, commissions and futures, learn to trade with the big sharks. I'm going to be sharing with you December trading lab results that we had in our educational class and the year-to-date results in our future signal program, which is a new program that we've launched. All right. Account size. One of the reasons many traders gravitate towards trading futures is the relatively low startup cost. For example, it usually requires about $30,000 to open a stock day trading account, and you must maintain at least $25,000 to keep your day trading status. So guess what? If you lose 10 bucks, even $1, you can't day trade anymore. You can't go back in the market anymore. You have to provide another $1 or $100 in order for you to have the day trading status. The futures market allows you to open an account for as little as $5,000, and there are some brokers where you can open an account with $3,000. So you could do your homework. And the best of all, you do not have to maintain that amount. As long as you have sufficient cash in your account to cover the margin requirement to trade that commodity or the mini, because they're all different, you can actually have a balance of about $700 to $800, and guess what? You can still trade futures. You can still trade futures. And if you're asking what a margin is usually about 3 to 9% of the full contract value. So let's talk a little bit about leverage. Trading futures is all about using leverage. Leverage allows smaller accounts to participate more easily than using a cash account to buy stocks with. If the actual value of the futures contract you're trading is worth about $80,000, you only need about $5,000 to manage a position that controls $80,000. So for example, how many of you in here are stock traders? Type a 1 in the room. How many of you in here are stock traders? Type a 1 in the room. Day traders or swing traders, active investors, stock traders. Okay. Now, and I'm going to be sharing with you some charts, and I'm going to give you some comparisons that are going to blow your minds. So for example, if a trader wants to day trade the Qs, and this is the ETF, NASDAQ 100 ETF, priced at 117, hypothetically, and the trader will need about $5,800 to buy 100 shares. If the price goes up 50 cents, guess how much you make? $50. That's all you make. That's all you make. Let's say you want to buy Apple. You have a very good setup. You buy Apple. And if Apple goes up, and Apple usually goes up, that's a liquid stock, or NVIDIA. So if that price goes up 50 cents for you, you make $50 because each cent is $1. If the trader wants to day trade the mini NASDAQ, which is similar to the Qs, and I'm going to be sharing with you some charts, priced at $48.20, the trader needs only $4,440 to buy one contract. All right, so you can see the similarity. $5,800, you make $50, and now if I want to trade a contract of NASDAQ, mini futures NASDAQ, I need $4,400. If the price goes up 50 points, and we're going to be talking about my method, and it's not literally, like I said, I'm the designer of this proprietary institutional trading system. I just adapted it for the retail trader to be able to trade it on my own. That's the main reason why I have created it, right? So if the price goes up 50 points, I make $1,000 because each point in NASDAQ is $20. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you two charts. These are 15-minute charts. On the left-hand side, I have a chart of the Qs, and on the right-hand side, I have a chart of NASDAQ, E-mini futures. Now, hypothetically, I have a measured move here. Let's just say same strategy applied. This is the breakdown at this point, and we're getting a measured move. This measured move from this point to this point right here is about $1.47. If you would have entered here with 100 shares using the same buying power, like I said, $5,800, right? Let's say $5,000, rounding it up, because this is the title of our presentation, how much money you can make with $5,000. Okay, taking the breakdown, measured move to the downside, right? You would have made $147. $147 in this move. Now, comparing the E-mini futures, same strategy. You can see the similarity of the charts. They're almost identical. The only thing that differs here is the price. So we have some topping tails here. We have the moving average. We have topping tails here as well. We have the 20-period moving average. We have the price that trades below the 20. You can see it right here. And then it pops above. It pops above, makes a new high on the day, and consolidates here and breaks down, right? So you can see that the charts are close to identical. They're 99.9% identical. Within the NASDAQ, trading the same strategy. So if you learn a strategy, why not apply it to a market that gives you? It's the gift that keeps on giving. If you have the accuracy to identify a strategy, and if you trade the strategy, if you trade it in the same manner as if you would have traded the Qs and stocks, this measured move from this breakdown to this target area, 70-point move. That is $1,400 with one contract. Trading a $5,000 account. So a measured move that generates with the same buying power more results than trading stocks. And believe me when I tell you this, but I am a stock fanatic. I am a stock fanatic. I love trading stocks. I love trading stocks. But a few years back, about 3 to 4 years back, I said to myself, why do I need to bother with a scanning system? Why do I need to bother with anything else out there? Scanning through 4,000 stocks every single day. And yes, I use a scanner. That helps me out. But guess what? On the scanner, you have the symbol. You have to click. Then it comes up on your platform. And then you have to do your analysis. And then I'm going to share with you what I trade on a day-to-day basis to stay focused. I only trade very few charts, guys. Very few charts. 9 charts day in, day out, day in, day out. And what I trade every day, maybe 1 chart. That's it. And I'm going to show you my results for this month. You can take both sides of the coin, long or short. Long or short, with ease. With ease. If you're a stock trader, you see a stock that is popping on the scanner, you got to put it on your platform. If the setup is taking place right away, guess what? You need to take it right away. And when you hit the button, it's hard to borrow because you neglected to look whether it is easy to borrow or hard to borrow. What instrument to day trade and what to swing trade for day trading purposes. For day trading purposes, and this is something that you can use actually from your trading starting tomorrow night when the market opens. I only watch these indices, these 4 indices for day trading purpose. These are my bread and butter. These are my go-to, and I look for a strategy to identify in them. I trade the E-mini Dow, the E-mini S&P 500, E-mini NASDAQ, and E-mini Russell. These are my primary income providers. These are my employees, if you will. And one of these employees is going to deliver to me every single day. Okay, every day. I also trade, so I trade these 4. I also trade the 30-year bond or the 10-year bond. These 2 right here. These are day trading instruments for me. And I also trade the US dollar. I trade the US dollar. For day trading purposes, I trade gold and silver, and I trade oil. That's it. Oil is right here. I trade oil. All in all, there are 9 charts. Day in, day out. I don't need to scan. I don't need to do anything. All I have them is on my watch list. And by the way, guys, my watch list is not on a list. My watch list is one screen because there's no such thing as having a watch list, just watching the price, whether it's green or red, and every single tick is going to color it. No, I want to see the pattern because the pattern is the one that is speaking to me, not the list, not the symbol. If I have the symbol and I'm using a thinkorswim platform, so in my case it's /ES, and if I have /ES at 2186. Right? What does that tell me? It tells me nothing. I need to see the pattern. I need to see the pattern, and I need to see the time frame. We have various time frames that we apply on very strict times throughout the day. In the morning, in the first 2 hours, we need only one time frame, and that's what we focus on. All these charts are going to be populated with one time frame. As we move along throughout the day, during the doldrum period, we use other type of time frame. And then at the end of the day, we apply a different time frame as well. All these other commodities are very juicy for swing trades. Orange juice, coffee was a big winner for me last year. Palladium, big winner for me last year. Soybeans, copper's a big, I'm going to show you an example in copper. Tax advantages, lower effective income tax rates, simplified reporting on your tax return. Guys, you only get a 1099-B, which has just received it from TD Ameritrade. And that's what I'm going to provide to my accountant. I don't have to provide all the statements. 1040 rule, for those of you that are new to trading futures, check it out. Check it out. A full-time futures trader may have additional tax benefits with tax status from the IRS. Guys, educate your education. If trading futures is the way to go, and it is, your education is tax deductible. All your expenses, your monitors, your real estate, how I call it, investing in a very good fast computer. Commissions are low compared to anything else, and they're charged when the position is closed. Let me show you an example. And this is an example from this week, January 25th. This was our entry right here. Very choppy start to the day. Very choppy start to the day. Okay. As you can see, we don't use sophisticated indicators. We just trade pure price action, exactly the same way as institutional traders are using it. And let me tell you something about sophisticated indicators and IAs and whatever you have. The only people that are making money off those indicators are the ones that are selling them. All right, $125 on January 25th. Not close to the $500, and we're going to get to that. YM, we took it long. You can see one position. And this is for the baby traders. This is for the beginner traders, the traders that just start off. $155 a day. Russell, $730 in one day. You can see we took Russell. It was close to 9 o'clock, 9:30 or 10 o'clock, I believe. No, it was 9:30 to 10 o'clock. We took the Russell long, and this is what it developed into. $730 in one day. In one day. So averaging it out. Also, copper. You can see copper right here. We had a phenomenal entry in copper. Phenomenal entry. I had a private coaching session with a group of students. We took this trade. This is the result. This is the result. In 2 days. In 2 days. $2,000 trading one account. The risk, you're probably asking, okay, so what is the risk? The risk for this trade was $250. Okay, my trades are usually, if you're trading with one contract, if you have a $5,000 account, if you're trading with only one contract, the risk is in between 100, I would say 100. Sometimes we have 60, sometimes we have $50 risk, but it's, let's say, in between 100 and 250. CL, this is oil, $230. There's a question. I don't use any kind of software. It's just price action at its best. And technical analysis. And we're going to talk a little bit about technical analysis. This is oil, $230 in a day. Okay. And this is what the other day, Andy, and he's a student of mine, he took the classes, and he's trading all my trades. He says, nice to make more than I do at work with a few clicks of a mouse. So like I said, guys, we're not only providing and this is not basic education. It's the most sophisticated education that you would ever receive, and it's the most complete education that you've ever seen. You don't have to go anywhere else to learn anything else. And we teach proprietary elements that no one out there teaches. And you can apply them to Forex, you can apply them to stocks, or any instrument you can trade. This is our portfolio result from January 3rd. And like I said, our traders get to trade along with me. They receive these signals before they happen. They're all put on limit order. We never buy at market. We never jump into a trade. Everything is well calculated. So my students not only know what to do, but they're given the trades now. They're given the trades now. These are the results. So you can see here, we lost $60 in this trade. We lost $250. We made $475. So you can see that we make more than we lose. And that's the whole key in trading, and knowing how to lose and how to win. Cancel trade, cancel trade. They did not trigger. We've canceled them. Stop at break even. You could see it right here. It stopped at break even. Break even right here. We made $230. We made $340. We made $85, $30, $843. And guys, this is in a sideways market. If you have been trading and if you have any market education, you would know that in a sideways market is totally not tradable, and it's very hard. And if you have been trading at the beginning of the year and have lost money, it's because it was a sideways market. You have to know when to trade, what strategy to apply, and when to sit on your hands, and when to trade cautiously. And this is what we teach in our classes. Okay, $340, $80, 30, 843. We lost 225. We made 225, made 300, 150. We lost 140. We made 120, and so on. Okay, and so on. All in all, trading a $5,000 account. $5,000 account. You would have made $3,378. So this is the back testing of our education. This is how our education works in any market environment, in a choppy market environment. This is how it works. Now remember, there are still 2 trading days left for this month, right? So they can still provide results. Year-to-date results from January 3rd to the 27th, total trades. We took 30 trades. 4 trades were losing trades, and break-even trades, 10. Winning trades, 14. Account growth, 70%. So if you would have started with a $5,000 account, 3 weeks later, my batting average is 86%. Whether I'm swing trading stocks or day trading stocks or futures or Forex, my batting average is 86%. Proven results. From January 3rd, 2017, if you would have started your account with $5,000, knowing what to do. This is only knowing what to do. On January 27th, you could have had $8,378 in your account. You would have made over $3,300 in actually less than 3 trading weeks, because we had 2 holidays, which we had 4 trading days. Right? So these are proven strategies that bring proven results. These are pure results. And for anyone that is interested, all these trades were posted before they happened in our service. Before they happened. Now, obviously, you need to be educated to know how to trade, right? To know even how to place a trade. You'd have no idea. I have traders that say, I have $5,000. I want to take just your signals. I don't have any trading education. I'm like, oh my God. You have to know how to trade, guys. You have to know. You have to know what you're doing. If the trade goes to your target 1, okay, if you have 1 contract, you just trail it along the way, right? You trail it along the way. What happens if you have multiple contracts? Now, there are 2 options. You could either trail all the contracts And this happens with any trade. Whether you're trading stocks or forex or whatever you may be trading, you need to know what is your reaction to target one. Because we all know that if you have a losing trade, you stop out. So that's easy because you have a plan for that. The question comes, what if you have a winning trade? And what if it goes to your target one? How do you react? What do you do if you have, let's say, 6 contracts? You have 6 contracts. What do you do at that level? What do you do at that level? You throw on half, you trail it along the way. What do you do? Do you take your money and run because you haven't seen a green P&L in 3 years? I mean, most of the traders, when they see they reach their goal, let's say their goal is to make $100 a day, when they see $100 in their P&L, they take it because they don't have a plan. They were taught just where to get in, where to get out, but not how to take profits and where to take profits. A lot of traders are left in the dark with that. Well, we teach all our traders how to react at target one and what to do exactly at target one, what to do exactly at target two, what to do exactly at target three, and if the trade keeps on going, what to do, a plan on what to do moving forward. You need to have a systematic plan. You need to have a well-balanced plan that will alleviate most of your emotions from trading. Most of your emotions from trading. In all reality, at this point, I have very less emotions in trading. It is impossible to eliminate emotions because we're dealing with the most precious commodity in the world, which is money. You guessed it. But you need to have a plan. How am I going to react at that point? How am I going to react at the second point? Have it in writing, a plan, a systematic, a trading plan that works for you. You're going to hear a lot of educators that are going to say, you need a trading plan. After you receive your education, you need a trading plan because each trader is different. I disagree with that because if you have a system that is proven and works for you, why not share it? The more traders are seeing the same thing in the market, that's going to drive the price higher or lower, right? So why not share your trading plan? I share my trading plan with all my students. It's part of the education process. And I teach my traders, I have a plan that I teach my traders what to do from pre-market all the way until after the market is closed. Step by step, minute by minute. Okay, what do you do at 9 o'clock, at 9:15? At 9:30, at 9:45, at 10 o'clock, at 10:30, at 11:45. Step by step, hour by hour, minute by minute, they have a plan on what to do. And this takes their emotions out. They have printed it. Some of them have sent me pictures with them on the walls and looking at them and knowing exactly, put them in gear. Everybody needs to be like a high-frequency trading computer. Everybody needs to be on the same page and have a solid plan. And don't be a follower. Don't be a follower. Have your own plan. And if I give you the plan, respect that plan. You don't need to follow anyone else because you have the plan. You have the winning plan. This is another trade in which we locked in $1,500. This is to show our strategies. This is pure price action. We have exact strategies that are based on price support resistance and not just supply and demand. They're based on 7 layers of support resistance, all the way from classic price action support resistance to trend lines to et cetera, et cetera. Like I said, there are 7 layers of support resistance. We use Fibonacci's. We use 2 sets of Fibonacci's. We use Fibonacci retracements because if we have a measure and move to the upside and we only use it on one time frame alone, we only use it on one time frame alone. And we have specific elements that we look at. We have possible corrections with an average of about 80% where the E-mini or the commodity might pull back into, because they offer us reference pullback areas from which, by determining the trend, the overall trend, we can possibly see where the next correction will happen. and if that correction is viable. So we use Fibonacci retracement if we have an extended move to the upside or the downside to find out the possible correction areas, and we use Fibonacci extensions. Why? Because these give us projections beyond all-time highs or all-time lows, and we have measured moves. Institutional traders like to know, want to know, need to know where the commodity or the E-mini or anything on the planet is going to move into, because they're going to risk a fixed amount and they want to make sure that they have a fixed target. They have a good risk to reward ratio. They have a good trade, because if that target is too low, let's say if this would have been only into 150, 110 here, this would not be a good risk to reward trade. So therefore, I'm skipping it. Even if it works, I'm skipping it, because at the time when the setup was developing, it didn't offer me a good follow through. It offered me a one-to-one reward to risk. I'm not going to take a one-to-one reward to risk. And for those of you that have been trading for a while, you know that if you take a one-to-one reward to risk, you're going to lose your accounts super fast. This is another trade, soybeans. So we trade commodities. We swing trade commodities and day trade minis. Sometimes we swing trade minis. When, like we have that, I have an example in Russell. We made a lot of money. Target 1 and 1.5 for a swing trade, done in one day. It was phenomenal follow through. So what do you need to get started with this, with us? You need not with us, but with education. With education, getting yourself to the point where you're confident, where you know what you're doing in the market. Because having confidence is going to take away all those emotions. It's going to take away all that fear, because knowledge is education, and knowledge is confidence in the market, knowing that you're doing the right thing. Not that you may, oh, I made $200. Oh my God, that is so awesome. I don't even know how I made it, but I made it. I was lucky. Luck has nothing to do with the market. And you need practice. You need to learn the skill. So after your education, you need to continue the mentoring process with someone that is successful at trading. Obviously, someone that has proven results. You need to have discipline, and you need to have realistic expectations. You need to have very realistic expectations. If, for instance, you're trading a $5,000 account, don't just go in trading 5 contracts at a time, right? You need to use the proper proportion for your contract, for your account size. So you have to have realistic expectations, and obviously have an internet connection. We were talking about discipline, okay? We were talking about discipline, and we were talking about, yes, copper was a swing trade. I'm just looking through questions. Other symbols, do you primarily swing trade? I swing trade coffee, wheat, soybeans. We're going to get to that. Yeah, I don't know who said take half off. I don't know who said take half off. You're absolutely right at target 1. That's usually what you need to do. And then you have to have a plan what to do with the rest of your position. But you're on the right track. You've probably been trading for a while. Okay, so trading futures, yeah, and this was, no, it wasn't yesterday. I believe it was on Wednesday. It was on Wednesday. I love the pattern. I love these patterns. Swing low, swing high, swing low, swing high, forming a range. Love it. Love it. For those of you that know me, I love this pattern. CL watching the 2-minute chart. This is what I was posting to my students. Just watch, okay? Don't take action. Just watch. Over $53. I was showing them that this is going to work. Over $53. I didn't give them the stop because I didn't want them to take the trade. And this is going to go to 52.20 and 53.20 and 53.40, because this is not a good risk to reward. Not taking it. This is discipline. A few moments later, so you could see that an hour later, CL, great example that if your risk is too high for your reward, you should not take the trade even if you see clearly what the price is going to do. And obviously we had oil numbers, okay? Where did this trade go to? 53.40 was our target. It went exactly to this point, came back up. We trade at specific times and at specific prices, and Herman. Okay, this is another thing. This is copper. Copper last year, I took it for a day trade. I had $87.50 risk on one contract. It's not that I'm trading one contract with $87, but this is to show the beginner trader how to trade it and how much you can make. Okay, so I'm not showing my buying power and I'm not showing here my risk. But if you would have traded this with one contract as a day trade, $87.50 for a risk, new stop, locked in right here, made $262 on the trade. Now, I'm asking you guys, even if this was a day trade, it didn't offer me a pullback where I can place a stop, or I started the trailing process and it would keep me in like forever. Okay, this is what happened. This, and by the way, guys, you can see the date here. This was October 27th, and this is November 1st. The trade was still going. Okay, this is a 15-minute chart. I was trailing, and the trade was still going. And you can see right here, I was up at the trade $1,600 with $84 or $87, $88 risk. A week later, guys, this is what one contract with $87 generated. We had a climactic move to the upside, and applying my proprietary trailing methods, we stuck to this trade. It never offered us an exit opportunity. It kept us in the trade, therefore taking the max benefits from this trade. So if in some cases you can see, okay, I reached my goal, $200 for the day, and I'm out. Oh, I'm so happy I'm out. You're leaving money on the table. Trading is about maximizing your winners and minimizing your losses. When you get in a trade, the best thing to do is to, as soon as it triggers and it trails your way, and obviously when it reaches a certain point that I teach in the class, you have to bring your stop to break even. That's my first goal. But hey, don't mistake it by, oh, it triggered, I'm bringing my stop to break even, because you're going to get stopped out over and over and over and over again. There are certain areas where you need to place your break even area, and price needs to have a certain behavior before you put your price at break even. But these are the kind of results that you get with good, solid education. You saw my P&L. Did I make $500 a day every single day, day in, day out, day in, day out? No. Why? Because it's a sideways market. But I'm going to, and this is actually a challenge with a $5,000 account, to see how you can grow it by the end of this year. It's a challenge. Take a small account and growing into a large account. Therefore, averaging $500 a day, because some days, like you saw in Russell when we had follow through in the market, okay, in the Russell, actually, we made $700, over $780 with one contract. So that's and that's only in one trade, but we had two other trades that day. So that was a $980 day or so. So almost a $1,000 day. That would recoup for a day where you had a break-even trades, right? So where do you start? You start with the Power Income Day Trading Futures course. This is a power workout for your brain, and our system will transform your trading, literally taking your trade to the ultimate level. So if you want to achieve my results, you can trade with me. You can choose to trade with me. But how? We teach proven strategies, and here's the difference. Here's what differentiates us from other traders. And this is, like I've mentioned before, it's a customized method. for the retail trader. We teach precise times, precise trigger times. We have precise times when we trigger. We look at the market for a buy at 9:32, 9:35, 9:45, 10 o'clock, 10:15, 10:30, 9:45. We look at these times. If we get the trigger at that time, we take it. If it doesn't trigger at that time, we don't take it. We have precise areas based on price support resistance, the 7 layers of support resistance. We have precise prices. There are 4 price locations where these setups are likely to happen, where to place stops and don't get stopped out often, obviously. In some trades, we're going to get stopped out. Nobody's immune to stopping out. What index or commodity to day trade or swing trade based on our proprietary analysis. We have advanced risk and money management that will grow your account. Because guess what? Finding an entry and placing a stop is not the whole key, and finding a target. The real trader differentiates from another trader by the methods, by the money management and risk management that he applies. And obviously, we have a technical analysis. We teach a technical analysis that is the most complete that you'll ever find anywhere else. And we have proprietary information. You can take the class and you can search for it on the World Wide Web. You're not going to find that information anywhere. So learn our strategy in 30 days. Why 30 days? Because you're going to learn it in 2 days or 5 days, and then you're going to trade with me for 30 days. You have the option to follow me for the rest of your life if you want to. So our comprehensive trading course will teach you everything you need to know to become a successful trader in today's market. Our classes are always live. No DVDs, no online, nothing online. Everything is with me. You have a question, you ask me. You have the course book, you have the on-demand recordings for everything else. You have unlimited live retakes for life. 30 days of day and swing trading signals. You trade with me. Trading plans, daily market videos. Before the market opens, I give you my game plan. And not only that, I give you my game plan in case you want to take a trade on your own. And then I post the trades. Unlimited support through our learning process. So if you're interested this month, we have it in a new format. We have it a 6-day course, February 20th to the 24th, Monday through Friday from 5 p.m. Eastern Time to 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And we have a trading lab Monday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time, where we put everything together. We put you on the right track. And then other than that, all you need to do is follow our trades. You take our trades, you get those results. Course features, like I said, you get the course book, the on-demand recording, unlimited live retakes, then 30 days you get to trade with me, and then you have the option to stay with me and trade with me for as long as you like. And if you want to sign up to schedule a phone conversation, if you want to learn more about the class and what this class can bring you, you can email me at info@tradealoud.com. The class tuition is $4,995, and for the month of February, we're offering, and only for attendance to this Mastermind Online Trading Conference, we're offering, so only for you guys, we're offering financing. So if you're interested, email me, and we're going to set up a phone consultation. If you want to learn more about the class, more about the curriculum of the course, and what you will be learning, feel free to email me. So I thank you so much, Investor Inspiration. So bottom line is that, bottom line is that my time has run up. I don't have time to see any other question. Email me your questions, guys. info@tradealoud.com. Thanks so much, Investor Inspiration, for having me here today, and hope to see you guys next time.